So tired.
I do too.
Okay, we're good.
Way to intro that video.
I'm thank you, sir. All right, Ethan, get us going.
And then she said to me, "I like ramen noodle flavored ice cream too." It was beautiful.
Good night, everybody. I'm done.
Better
I've
let's
had
go
it.
into Twilight.
I'm leaving.
Yep, that's
That's it. I'm done. That was the best you spent all day thinking about that, didn't you? All day. All day. Okay.
It's
Actually,
something on your shirt. Is that a bug? It's a bug, is it?
Son of a witch.
Don't die.
I'm gonna go strip. I'm kidding.
I'm sorry. What am I
You
missing?
should probably visit a bug.
Hey, it's a bug.
Remember
Now we
that?
have
I'll be back.
3 guests.
I'll be back.
Oh gosh.
So let me.
Ethan, it's Fredrickson Jr.
Ethan.
Adventures
Ethan,
on,
don't let it kill you. Okay. Welcome to the podcast. I'm your host, Dylan, along with Adam. Join our 2 guest stars. We have Garrett back in the house, and we have Megan for the first time in a long time, meaning ever. She's here because she's here. Garrett's here because Garrett's
Ethan
here.
called me and said, "You're gonna get your butt in here," so I said, "Okay."
And that was the extent of the conversation.
That was it.
Ethan, we're getting
Ethan, go.
started without you. And I kind of needed you on this point. This is kind of like your expertise.
Expertise.
gosh.
I take it
Ethan
back.
has an expertise.
I'm done.
I do.
I'm telling you, I'm so tired. I'm checking things 3 or 4 times.
So
So
probably should be.
Short-term memory.
we're all really tired. We were here about 12 hours ago having a party.
It was radical, man.
We could have just stayed.
I don't know what they
Yeah.
put in that bacon, but bro, they need to do it again.
Oh, you know, there's an Adventure Time episode that they talk about bacon pancakes.
Do they really?
And there's a song that's taken off on YouTube that goes like, making pancakes, making bacon pancakes, make some bacon and I put it in a pancake.
It's
Bacon
awesome.
pancakes.
And you
Yeah,
didn't do it
Bacon
like
pancake. Yeah. So I actually saw this picture of they took bacon and cooked it in the shape of a cup, and then they cooked eggs and put them in that. And they had little bits of cheese on it, and it was
That
like
is
a
the
little-
breakfast.
Baking
It's a
Baking
breakfast
ice
muffin.
Breakfast of the
Oh.
gods.
It's
Nice.
pretty awesome. I'm going to start us out with some news.
You know.
Yes, that's kind of important. It's kind of what we're here for, a little bit. A little bit. I'm not quite sure. This is your expertise, so I'm just going to let you handle this, okay? So, the Bates Hotel from Psycho and Hannibal, Silence of the Lambs is where that's from, come out in the next couple of months. Do you really think that horror TV shows work as a background? Do you think that there's enough for that? Because I know you're a big horror fan, so...
Well, I honestly, I feel like a terrible person for saying this. I have not seen Psycho. I want to. I just have never gotten around.
I don't know anything about it either.
It
I
doesn't.
know the curtain and the stabbing, that's it, but that everybody.
Well,
Yeah,
from the little bit I
everyone
know,
knows.
from a little bit I know, it doesn't seem like it could. I just don't see that.
You don't
one.
see it as a lasting.
No. However, with the one with Silence of the Lambs,
Hannibal.
Yes, Hannibal. I can see his exploits and his. I can see him almost like kind of a backwards monk. You ever watch Monk?
Yeah.
Imagine a murderous, cannibalistic monk.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
creepy.
See, I'm a big Monk fan. I got
Yeah.
you there. I got you there.
See, I want to see that show.
You want to see Monk? Or you want to see?
Murderous,
Hannibal.
cannibalistic monk.
Okay. Well, that sounds
Interesting. Have you ever watched American Horror Story, Ethan?
I've not, and it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
So
I
think I know
haven't
that.
either, but I hear it makes the shift in like storytelling that it needs to continue as a TV show that thrives on horror and scaring people.
right.
Fun times.
So the Bates Motel, the thing you're talking, is that a movie coming out?
It's a TV show based on the movie Psycho, which is like.
And there's also one called Hannibal coming out.
Right. There's just 2 horror TV shows that were based on movies. And I'm trying to
Oh, okay.
leaving.
Sorry,
So-
I tried to hang up the phone and it didn't work.
Okay. Megan, you get the next bit of news.
No.
Yeah?
I'm just a guest. I don't want news.
You don't want it?
You're telling you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
What
Okay.
do you mean I gotta do it? I don't have to do anything.
Well, you're the one
You
that
get- you
introduced
get
it.
that
I'm the
second
host.
line.
Then
Get that second line. Megan.
You gotta
Megan, you're a guest on the show. You
or
can't
you're
just sit
fired.
there.
I'll sit there and say something else. I don't know anything about any of this stuff. came
What are you doing here?
I honestly just came
Shame.
to enjoy.
We're cheating.
And to listen.
We're taking this moment to cheat.
Are we taking this
I have-
one?
No, I don't care.
I don't care.
Sorry, you guys.
Garrett, you read the next
Yes,
one.
sir.
Shame! Come on, you know what you're talking about. You know.
Don't let it happen.
Yeah, you do.
Veronica Mars movie Kickstarter. Wait,
I put
Kickstarter.
movie twice.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Well, it's really just Cliff Notes.
Okay. See, that's the thing. If they're your clip notes, I don't know how to
You
read them.
hand off this sheet of paper
Yeah,
to
there you
us, and these are your notes to jumpstart your mind, not ours.
We don't have those.
Sorry.
Don't let it happen again.
I'm trying to spread around the wealth here. I take it none of you guys have seen Veronica Mars, right?
What is?
I was going to start watching it after I heard about the Kickstarter and everything, and
That's kind of.
but they took it off of Netflix, so I'm like, oh well.
Okay.
And then I was like, oh yeah, Hulu.
Yeah, so
yeah,
Veronica
Hulu.
Mars is this TV show, correct me if I'm wrong, about, I guess, this girl who's a detective or something
Yeah,
like
she
that.
starts off in high school, and the premise of, you know, a high school detective kind of sounds really,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like,
Dance teacher.
Kirsten Bell, that's the actress's name,
Yes.
right? She does a great job of convincing you, this is what I've heard, like, immediately that she's, like, wise beyond her years, sort of deal.
Okay.
And so, apparently it's really good, and it has a lot of good character relationships, like, the father-daughter relationship between Veronica Mars and her dad is good, apparently.
Okay.
And her boyfriend, Maurice Venus.
Okay.
Ow.
This is gonna be one of those days.
Yeah, it is.
One of those things.
So the reason why it's come up of interest is because, are you guys familiar with Kickstarter? Kickstarter, I guess not. Kickstarter is well, why don't I just, you know?
I know what Kickstarter is on.
I know you
Is it
know.
a-
What is Kickstarter, Dylan?
Kickstarter is this thing where people will put up, hey, this is what we want to do, and people will give you money to complete that project. Sounds kind of silly, but it gets some things done. Like this movie, they needed $2 million to make the movie, and it's I think it was within like 5 hours they had raised $2 million.
Now, a little bit of a disclaimer, not all, like, what are they called, pledges?
Yeah.
You know, not all of those can be, like, valid. Like,
Oh yeah, there was one that was like build X-wings, like legitimate X-wings. I've seen that. So, you know, and that is one of the things that you can contribute money to. So it's just interesting because a lot of it's spawned a lot of, oh well, if they can do that to make that TV show movie, then why can't we do that with?
now that Warner Brothers has figured that out, I hope they take advantage of this to... I saw an article on IGN where it was like, TV shows we'd like to see kickstarted.
Yeah.
And now that Warner Brothers has figured out what they have to do, like, legally to be able to do this,
Right.
it gives me hope for a couple of TV shows.
My desire is that they'll someday do an Aquaman TV show that marries Aquaman and the universe of Cthulhu together in this beautiful
Cthulhu.
H.P. Lovecraft.
Okay.
Old school geek.
Old school geek. I'm tracking.
school
I'm
horror.
tracking.
It's the big things where they go roar and the tentacles and they rise out of the ocean and
Well, until you got the tentacles,
everyone
I was
knows
like, Chewbacca?
yes, it's Chewbacca.
Chewbacca's like old second cousin kind of thing.
But they're the ones that like the older ones are like 10 foot tall pillars with tentacles and they're green and slimy and their goal is to destroy the world and it's great.
It's just so
great.
much good fun.
And
I
the idea is that they live under the ocean, like literally, there's the ocean and then they have cities underneath it of horrible terribleness, and they're like aquatic octopus head things, but with wings and claws and pointy spines and all this.
I bet you
Yeah.
can find an Aquaman comic book that touches on
Sounds
that.
like my stomach on after taco night. I'm sorry, that's horrible.
It's definitely one of those
I'll
days.
scoot over just a little bit, okay?
It's gonna be one of those
Did
days.
you smell that?
Victory.
Yep.
Yep. One of
And then
those
Aquaman goes
Home
and
is
finds
peaceful.
them and uses that to take over the world. And then everyone else in that
Sorry.
particular supergroup has to come and defeat him as he has gone mad with the power of Cthulhu.
Well, I'm
Batman.
glad that you're not writing TV shows, movies.
I want them to kickstart a new Star Trek. Like the old like Kirkian uniforms. That
Old
kind. Yeah, but with really, really, really good special effects. And
Those
Star
are not good special effects, Joy. What are you talking about?
Well,
And
as
they
much as I love animated things, spaceships in the space.
And that lovely acting.
And puppetry.
Oh,
Yeah.
Captain Kirk.
Gotta dig that puppetry.
Puppetry.
Puppetry is
Puppetry's the way to
amazing.
go.
Don't knock it till you knock it.
You know I'm a Muppets fan. I know you're not a Muppets fan.
The TV
But
show,
I'm a Muppet
the
fan.
TV show and the early movies were good. This new movie was no.
Awesome.
We need to do
Wait,
something.
Muppets or Star Trek?
Star Trek. We're still talking about
Muppets and Star Trek. There you go. Muppets and Star Trek. There
Muppet
you go.
Shrek.
There you go.
No, they already
Muppet
did
Shrek.
that. It was
Yeah.
terrible.
Miss Piggy would be that ugly salt sucker thing.
Dang.
Pigs in space. Is that?
Angry Birds meets Muppets meets Star Trek. It's great.
Well, gag me.
I think, Dylan, you just need to bring tables in here. Just like small tables covered with small objects. So you can go "No!" and flip them. Just because.
Okay.
Well, then we have to
Okay,
carefully set
we'll
it
put
back
that
up
on our
for next.
Okay, so, sorry if I'm going into video game news here.
Oh, it's fine, go ahead.
I'm having fun. Mega Man Online was canceled. I know you
Oh, yeah.
know. I know
I know
you
about
knew
that.
about it, but I have no idea. So. Did you have any idea what it was about, or?
I had like a little bit of knowledge. Like I didn't want to get my hopes up honestly, because I knew from the beginning Capcom's making some poor decisions.
Really poor decisions, I think.
Resident
Evil 7.20.
Capcom doesn't seem to make like mad decisions. They either do something really well or do something like to make all their fans hate them.
Okay.
It's like me.
Yeah, it's like you, Ethan.
Wow.
I'm gonna use that as a segue. Do you have the list?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put it in this
Are we
pocket.
do
Okay.
a great idea?
Now, since you're here, Megan, and since you don't want to contribute at all, I'm forcing
No,
you to
I just didn't
contribute.
know what y'all were talking
I want
about.
both of you to
Well,
give your opinions
This
on
bit
this.
thrives on not knowing.
Then I can do
Yes, this is the point of this list.
Um,
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna have Adam's gonna read a list of video game titles. Am I correct in saying
Yeah.
that? Correct. Video game
matter.
titles,
Oh, yeah.
and Joy and Megan are going to guess what they are about based on the titles alone, since neither of them have any background in video games whatsoever. So I'm interested to see what
Joy has a
Joy
background.
has a small
Joy
Diablo
played
3 out of
pinball.
Cranberry.
Joy's played pinball on her computer when the internet's out, so
Solitaire.
I'm very good at
Minefield.
solitaire. Thank you.
she must be a real gamer.
Okay, so let's get started.
Okay, start that timer. Okay,
30
Is
seconds.
this gonna be like a joy test?
Heavy Rain.
I think we'll
Heavy Rain.
what do you guys
Oh,
think Heavy Rain is about?
I think it's an environmentalist story. It raises awareness for the effects of industrialism because of the effect that chemicals have on the clouds. And it makes the rain heavy, and it just damages the earth.
So you mean you
Heavy,
do cool
man.
things to the sky and make it rain?
Like acid rain, and the rain just gets really super heavy. It changes the entire ecosystem because we're damaging the earth with our plastic
So
bags.
it's like a bunch of hippies trying to pour things in the clouds and make it rain.
Okay, now I'm gonna add something to it since the guys aren't really involved with this. Thumbs up if you think that'd be a better game than what it actually is. Thumbs down if you think it'd be terrible. I'm giving it thumbs up. Because I know a little bit
Rain
like
is awesome, guys! Oh, I love it!
Jason!
Okay.
Jason! Jason! Jason!
You have your argument. Heavy Rain is basically a game about this one guy, Ethan Mars, and how his life is terrible.
Oh.
Fun times.
And it's always raining.
It's always raining, and that's the point. Next title!
And, you know, the maker's
This
really
one's
artsy-fartsy.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm looking
It
forward to
looks
his
like
next
it.
game, because it's a good game, but
Yeah.
I hate its creator. Well, don't hate him, but I mean,
You know
he's so aloof.
Yeah.
He's such an artist.
I love
You just
that
dislike things that are about.
Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, goody. I just know this will be good. This will be good.
It makes me think of car building, like building cars. Creating really ridiculous things. That's what I
Okay.
think of.
Joy?
Clock making.
Clock making?
It would be really fun.
Large clocks.
Thumbs up and
Solid
down,
clocks.
gentlemen.
Large clock.
No.
Have you guys played Metal Gear?
I'll turn your thumb the way everyone else.
I mean,
Be conformist.
it's just really hard.
Be conformist.
Gotta build this clock before my heart stops.
Well, I was thinking about what Megan said about the whole car dealio.
Oh, yeah.
Kind kind of little big karting sort of deal. Is that what? But Metal Gear Solid is originated in Japan, and so that's why it's got such a weird name. Metal Gears are like these futuristic mechs, and Solid is referring to the main character, Solid Snake. So Metal Gear Solid.
Lower upper gun.
I didn't know that video game names were so like weird.
It's a big deal, man.
Well,
it's a
I think it's about to get
Japanese,
worse. So,
well, I kind of mixed it with like really difficult ones and kind of ones that are.
Okay,
Anyway,
so we got a good variety.
Crash Bandicoot.
Okay, hold on. There's a big really.
I know a little bit about that game.
I think it's a big one.
For some reason, it makes me think that it's about raccoons.
Okay.
That made me think that.
Oh, like raccoons that are like really evil and they
they're
crash into people and kill them all the time. So you can either be a raccoon or someone who's trying to escape getting crashed.
and they crash parties all the time.
Yeah, they crash parties and weddings and cars.
And weddings at the Uncle House.
That is pretty.
That's pretty close. I'm gonna give it a neutral, not a
Yeah.
this.
You bring that anyway. Crash Bandicoot. Bandicoots are these like Australian animals that are weird. They're kind of like raccoons. Crash Bandicoot's like this weird bandicoot, cartoony bandicoot with like jorts and tennis shoes, kind of like Sonic the
And he
Hedgehog.
crashes into stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Can you imagine playing a video game where a raccoon's like, let me go to this party that I wasn't invited to, and he just walks
That would be
in.
called slide. Oh crap!
That game's on the list. Anyway, Castlevania.
Oh. Obviously,
Do y'all remember that show several years ago with the little blue guy, and it was that Osmosis guy, like Osmosis Jones or
Yeah.
something? that was in the body?
Yeah.
Okay. Castlevania, I think. It's about this substance in the body that turns bodies and it clots the veins of people by building castles in the veins. Castlevania. That's my name.
sounds like a very
It's gonna be a long day.
a very
long
learning game, but that works.
Gentlemen, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
I don't know much about the real game, so.
Thumbs down is.
Thumbs down is you think it would be much worse, or it would be worse.
I don't like
Thumb in the mouth.
Anyway,
Okay.
Castlevania is you were kind of close when you were talking about veins, because veins link to vampires. You play as one of the, what are they called?
Vampire
Belmonts. The
Belmonts. Yeah.
The vampire hunting family. You play as one of them, and the final boss is usually always Dracula. So
Does it have Edward in it?
thank goodness.
Joy Corson.
Although
I was being busy.
I would want to kill Edward in a Castlevania game.
I would do that.
That would be kind of awesome.
Just he's not even important. He's not doing anything. He's like sitting on the ground and just watch out with your whip.
He's sitting there
I'm
sparkling.
thinking you're like walking up to the castle and he's like, I sparkle, and you just grab him by the neck and go, and you just keep walking.
Yeah, they make a big deal. You're entering a boss room and
Yeah.
That's all he
Game
is.
where you can choose movie characters
Okay.
you don't want to kill them.
This is you guys might get this, maybe not. Halo.
Oh, I think I know that game. Don't you just walk around killing people? Or is that wrong?
That pretty
You
much.
actually said about most video games.
With a big gun.
With.
Okay.
I don't
It's
know.
about angels.
I enjoy it. Yeah, that's why I put it on.
Well,
there.
define angel.
I thought it was about like a metrosexual guy greeting people.
Think about it. What?
Halo?
Halo!
Oh, okay.
Oh
Halo, yeah.
Whatever.
Megan has it. It's a first-person shooter that's really popular on Xbox. It's like Halo is like
It's not that everyone plays.
space station sort of deal, isn't it?
Peach.
The Halos.
Yeah, the Halo rings are weapons of mass destruction, lower upper gun, whatever.
What are
So-
you doing? What? You look so like suspicious.
Sit
It
up,
always
man.
looks that way.
He's got.
I'm just
Here
like
if I want to talk.
I
Yeah,
usually
I'm
can
glad
deal with
so.
Ethan, but I'm pretty tired, so anything Ethan.
And after last night,
Yeah.
After last night, we have pictures.
Nothing happened last
Take
night.
a look at this. And this. Okay, now I'm good. Yeah.
I'm gonna put those in there. So right there, son.
Oh, this will be amazing. Okay, Resident Evil.
Okay.
Oh no, they used to think of a medical student
My
working in
mother-in-law.
residency, and he goes around killing all the patients.
All the evil patients.
All the evil patients, like all the bad guys that come to the hospital, he just takes care of them. Resident Evil.
No, too much morphine.
It's exactly what
That would be fun.
happens.
It's kind of. I mean, I'm looking for like
Just
little
saying.
links
Yeah,
to
little
where they're
tiny
kind
links.
of right.
Where it somehow connects.
I even put a P
I'm
there.
gonna give this a thumbs up. I'd
Yeah.
rather see that than
No, that's cruelty.
That'd be really fun.
Depending on which Resident Evil we're talking about.
I'm not worried about it. I'm looking at the series as a whole.
Resident Evil 4 was awesome. Resident Evil is kind of like you're usually just some, secret agent who was sent to rescue the president's daughter or something, and then usually something weird is going on, like zombies or something. And then something about umbrellas. You Resident Evil players, you got me.
Singing in the Rain. There's a couple of musical numbers.
Yep, with the undead. Moving on, Resident Evil,
It's like Thriller.
they're not doing so hot. Phoenix Wright.
I know what this one is about. Okay, it's a matchmaking game with birds. You have to
Oh
find.
my gosh. Okay.
How you play Phoenix Wright, Dylan?
You
I
have to
haven't played
find
Phoenix
this.
Wright, but there's a legitimate game.
Like, keep going.
With like pigeons?
Let it keep going.
I know what you're talking about.
Let it keep going. I want to hear that.
You have to find Mr. Right for the bird. And
That's like a
it's
legitimate
beautiful.
game. That actually exists.
What-
You're a
what
dude
do you think
or
it's
you're
about?
a
But that's
chick
not
and you
legitimate.
try and matchmake pigeons.
That sounds on par
They
with the
have
actual game
sapiens.
to me, because that
Really?
sounds pretty good.
I'm not
What is wrong?
bluffing.
The full name
What
of
is
the
wrong
game.
with the world today?
Everything, Gary.
We should have like a rock
If people say
pass
Call of
around.
Duty,
Yeah, we really do need a rock.
Like a talking
Tell you what, I'm
rock.
gonna give you the iPod when you talk.
Okay. Ethan's gonna just try and steal
Hold
the
it
iPod
the
all
whole
the time. Phoenix Wright, the actual full name, and this would have given it away, is Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. You are a spiky-haired, like, Japanese attorney in, like, this terrible law system where, like, it was like, the judge is such a pushover, and he always goes with whatever the prosecutor says, and you're a defense attorney, and it
So
leads
you
to
always
hilarity.
lose?
no, it's about
You
birds.
always win.
Oh.
Is that possibly the one where where you get the famous video game? Is it?
Objection!
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
Phoenix
okay. I see that all the time.
It's about
That's
birds.
not
It's
really
definitely about birds.
I think that game... 'cause-
That is a legitimate game where you try and matchmake birds. Pigeons,
Well,
to be exact.
you are a human girl in that game, and you're courting birds, and it's really weird in Japanese. Anyway,
I wish I could love you.
Racism.
Check out, I think it's Peanut Butter Gamer does
the phone isn't working. You can have it back, by the way.
oh yeah,
That would be too
to have this to
difficult.
talk. Sorry, man. It's Peanut Butter Gamer. I think did a review or someone linked with him. So
Mhm.
continue.
Anyway, Phoenix Wright is funny, so I think a bird game could be just as funny. Daisy. This is kind of cheating, but I put it in here anyway.
Daisy.
It makes me think of. This doesn't have anything to do with a video game. It makes me think of a rapping flower.
Oh.
Like it's like Jay-Z, but it's a flower that raps. So I don't know.
Yeah.
You have to get him through all these levels of like singing contests.
Does he,
and stuff.
Like a rock.
But he's a
Petrol,
flower.
drugs?
Yeah.
No.
Help me!
I'm thumbs up for Daisy rapper.
I'm thumbs up for Daisy Rapper too.
All his jokes stem from his heritage.
Whoa.
You gotta really go down to your roots to get them.
DayZ is actually a mod of Arma 2 where it's like they added zombies and changed it up a little bit, and it took off and got really popular.
Does it have flowers?
Arbor 2.
Yeah,
That's
they're
the
flowers,
But the
but
zombies trample.
it's just scenery, you know. Payday.
Candy bars.
Yeah, there you go. Pretty
Oh.
good.
But how is that a video game?
Product placement.
Yeah, you put in the disc, it's just
Sponsor.
Payday.
There are those
Yo.
Payday candy
Dylan,
bars.
sponsor.
Yeah.
It's just,
Sponsor.
it's all the
They said
Payday
never.
commercials ever. Yeah.
I'd play that.
I'm gonna go no.
I mean, yes, because payday is fun to eat.
I'm hungry, so
Buy
I'm gonna say
payday
even.
I've
today.
never had bread in my car.
I hope they
Oh.
pay us for
And
that.
fudge. And candy.
Should we
The
get
full
that
name
one?
of Payday, and I'm cheating a lot with these names so you guys don't get them. The full name of Payday is Payday the Heist. So you're bank
So you're
robbers.
stealing candy bars.
Yeah, exactly.
That's more fun.
Yeah, it's basically kind of like Left 4 Dead, except you're bank robbers.
We have time for a couple more, and then I'm going to switch back to other news. So.
Okay,
Too important stuff.
let's see. Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, that's cool.
It's about where the red fur grows, and you have to bring the dog back to life.
Oh no! It's the exact opposite.
It's a Western. It's basically Grand Theft Auto Western, but it's really good though. Like,
I was thinking
John Marston is the man.
Yes. Oh,
I played
I'm
it.
gonna cry.
That was good.
Have you ever seen it?
Those are guys when we play Red Dead Redemption.
Don't cry.
When we play where the red fur go. I'm gonna go no.
No.
I would never.
Sorry.
You wouldn't go on secret missions to find special herbs to save your dog?
Save the dog.
No, because they get a sequel and
The
you got
SPC
new dogs.
You need to play this game to raise money for the SPCA. For
If they make a decision base where I can decide whether to get the dogs or the donkey for my dad, yeah, thumbs up.
It's gonna be like Walking Dead decision.
Where the red fern grows by Telltale.
What do we do?
I can either, let my puppies die or chop off my arm.
Wait, is that Saw?
Pick out two more.
Spoilers. Okay, two more. Let's see. Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
And then the last one.
I love
Go,
that
go.
one.
No, this has gotta be the last
It's about deliverance.
one.
Oh my gosh.
It's a decision-based
Oh
game.
no! Oh
Deliverance connection.
no! Oh
That's horrible.
I don't understand. I'm going to.
Remember when I told you about? Remember last night I told you about Deliverance?
No.
You were telling me.
Was I telling you?
You said
It's okay, Dylan.
like,
I
you
have
were
so much alike.
Yeah,
It was at night and we were doing this.
I'm not putting up any more pictures, so you're just gonna look stupid with your hands now.
But it's a decision-based game like The Walking Dead, except it's about deliverance, and it involves playing banjos.
So every time you have to make an intense decision, you hear banjo music and you're like,
Do I pick this
And then
guy
you're like,
or
do you
this
stop
guy?
and compete with the hillbilly to be better at playing the banjo, or do you paddle faster?
So it's kind of like
If you know what I mean. Absolutely down. Banjo-Kazooie.
Turn
your
No,
hand down.
Banjo-Kazooie is about this bear with a backpack, and there's a bird in the backpack, and you jump around.
Can I play banjo?
I have
I
it.
think we should.
You want to borrow
It's
it?
a great game. I
I
love
can't
it.
play banjo.
Anyway, so I get one more.
One more, go
Okay.
for
The
it.
last one.
Sparkplug Nocturnals.
Do 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 do
Do you know?
do do do
Go ahead.
I think it's about Twilight.
Twilight. You want to elaborate
First
on that?
Deliverance, now Twilight.
Because,
Oh
see,
dear.
it's got the spark and spark plug and the nocturnals, and as everyone knows, vampires are nocturnal, except in Twilight because they can come out in the day because it's always overcast. Never mind, that's a stupid
I'm
book.
not
It's
gonna
not
lie.
about Twilight.
I was kind of
It's-
thinking about like computer fixing owls.
Yes, that's much better.
That's what came into my
Megan.
head. I was like, these owls that go to your house and like fix a virus before it explodes.
Electrician.
Oh, you got the virus. Well, that's a.
Yes.
What do you guys
that's
think
what it's about.
Sparkplug Nocturnals is about? Have any of you played
I
it?
will play that.
I have not
I
played
have
it, but
I
I
have no
think
idea
it's
what it
about
is.
cars that only come out at night.
I have no idea what that game is. So
No, nobody's played it?
no, nobody. You're on your own.
Okay, you're on
Tell me
top.
about it.
I made it up.
There's. You made it up.
I just made up this name.
That's
There's no
awesome.
such
nice.
game, I don't think.
That actually sounded real. I was
It
like,
really
wow.
says something.
I know.
Like, imagine what would have happened if Garrett was like, "Yeah, I played. I played me some Spark Plug."
I played me some Spark
I don't
Plug,
want to
son.
play a video game at once.
But I would love to play Owls Fixing Computers. Thumbs up.
Have you ever seen Chuck and
It's
he
like
has to do it before like something explodes or something?
I love
It's
Chuck.
like a typing game. I'm thinking that would be like a typing game, you know?
For
like,
children.
Yeah.
Yeah, for children.
Type in antivirus without looking
Let's
at
start the
Kickstarter.
Kickstarter.
Well done.
Kickstarter!
Yes!
I'm giving it a thumbs up. Even though it doesn't exist,
thumb
I'm giving it a
time.
thumbs up.
Spark plug
We need to
nocturnals.
kickstart this.
Yup.
We all get $10. I can fiddle around with Microsoft Word and still have nothing.
Yup.
Except for $50. More than you had before.
Yep.
Some good math skills right there coming from.
One,
Coming from a senior.
3,
I'd be
4.
home teacher.
What's the next number?
Okay.
See, in my defense,
12.
I wasn't counting you because you would already have your own.
Right. So it made things a little bit tricky.
He
Well,
liked
thank
it.
you for the video game guessing titles. That was awesome. We're gonna have to do that again. It is time to move into one of my favorite segments of the day, based off of our favorite Star Wars line of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in saying, "Luke, I am your father."
Oh, fair.
Get out. Leave. No, I'm not even kidding. Go out the door.
Yes, you are,
Leave.
but no, I'm not.
He'll be back.
No, he won't.
All
Okay.
Gone. That's not true. That's impossible. News in the media. Stay over there. Stay over there.
Think
You're not
about
coming
what
over
you've
here for
got.
this. In fact, I'm going to start out with something that he's not allowed to comment on because I know that it'll drive him nuts. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. No! Get over there. Get over there. You're gone on this one. Garrett's the only one that can talk on this one. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Garrett's the only person.
No, well, Garrett's like the only other guy other than, you know.
Yeah. I know.
Nice.
So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they just cast, help me up.
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox as the main role, as, you
I
know,
would rather
the woman
because that would be fun.
whose name is avoiding me. Wow.
Oh, like
April O'Neil, who's the
That's right.
reporter. See, I remember that. 1 out of 3. One third. The co-creator of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles went on to say,
Peter Laird.
following quote, Kevin Eastman.
Oh yeah,
Kevin Eastman, went on to say that we've learned from movies like The Avengers, which to me it was a superhero movie so good that I personally something wept. I practically wept from everything that I've seen in the script that they're developing and everything that they've asked me to input on. It's going to be awesome and familiar and a solid Turtles movie. It'll be everything that fans are going to want and then some. Do you buy this bullcrap?
I don't know. I haven't watched a lot of Kevin Eastman in like interviews or anything because I'm just like getting back in the turtle craze since I was a kid. And
You're
so
just getting back to your fix. You're just getting your
I think it was
fix back.
I read something. Yeah. The other co-creator, Peter Laird, I read something he said about. I could be totally wrong, but he wasn't excited about the movie.
No, this guy's like said a couple times, I don't have it written down, that he's like, it's gonna suck, everything you've heard was true, it's gonna be terrible, I've read the script, it's awful, and only just now did he say that it was decent. So, pretty sure that they're slipping some money underneath the table for him, so, sounds good. Do you
I do. I watched some of the old movies. My cousin got me into it, and I've seen like 2 episodes of the new TV show.
how's that, by the
No,
way?
I wasn't watching them on Netflix or anything.
They are on Netflix.
I know. Well, they are. Whatever. I don't know.
Ethan, you're allowed to come back
making a
now, but
joke.
you can't talk.
You might as well not
Continue,
come back.
Garrett.
I think it'd be interesting to see a movies where they're actually taking the turtles and trying to match the Avengers. I think that would be
I think that'd be pretty cool.
that'd be quite a goal to achieve.
The Turtles fight the Avengers.
Well,
Why?
you can
Sorry,
leave
but
it.
Avengers win. I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah, okay, but
I
why?
think they wanted to have it be set kind of like in the same way where each person turtle compliments. It's so silly to say that. Each turtle compliments each other. Well, I really like your bandana. I really like it.
Hey, Donatello!
You
What a
don't mean like
great
their personalities like balance each other out. You mean literally they're verbally being encouraging as opposed to superhero banter.
You're bleeding out on the floor, but I love you, bro.
So it's, dude, I really like your bandana as opposed to, I'm a huge fan of the way you turn into an angry green rage monster.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Way to bring it back or not.
So I think that's total bullcrap reasoning. I think they're paying him a bunch of money underneath the table. Now on to one of I think my favorite thing on this list. Whose line is it anyways making a return this summer?
Seriously?
Yeah! Whose line is it anyways returning with Drew Carey is not just kidding. I'm kidding. He's not even going to be a part of it. I lied. Drew Carey's not going to be hosting. It's going to be help me out. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Aisha Tyler.
Aisha Tyler, who
Aisha.
I think it's Aisha. She's from Archer. If any of you guys watched that.
She was also, not that I watch this show every day of my middle school life, Ghost Whisperer.
Yeah, she was on that as well.
Who did she play?
The black best friend. That
Stereotyping.
okay. Go on for me.
No, Ghost Whisperer. That's a good show.
See, if I had said that, I would have been branded a racist with a hot metal stick and kicked into the pit of doom.
We
We
pointed
clearly
out.
have a pit of doom.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, we do.
This
You
is
guys
haven't
see
told
it.
us.
This is Sparta.
That's just
Spoiler
This-
alert, we didn't really leave last night, we just dug a pit of doom for you.
Yep. It's gonna have Colin Mockery, Wayne Brady, and Ryan Stiles all making returns. So I'm totally pumped
Ryan
about
Stiles, is that guy from One Direction? Megan gets it
No.
right.
That wasn't even funny.
Alright, who holds him down? Who beats the crap out of him?
I'm thinking I'll hold him down because I'm exhausted
hold-
and I have a pretty good feeling that you could wail on him pretty well.
Alright, go.
I'll supervise.
Let's see what else. They did announce Jurassic Park 4. I don't know if any of you guys have watched the original Jurassic Park
I loved the
movies.
first one.
That's
Oh my gosh.
I've watched the first one and it is amazing, in my personal opinion. Jurassic Park 4. Do we think it's a good idea or bad idea?
No, bad idea. No.
It's with a director that literally has had like one other movie.
Honestly,
No.
these get
So,
progressively worse.
Colin Trevor.
That's not true, Ethan. You gotta be more of an optimist.
Trevorrow, I guess, I don't know.
You gotta be more of an optimist.
It's like
me.
Tomorrow and Trevor mixed
How?
together.
I don't remember much about any of the Jurassic Parks after Jurassic Park, the first one, because like all I remember from Jurassic Park 2 was me having a tearful argument with my mother as she was forcing me to read this book about an aardvark when I wanted to be in the room with Ethan and Uncle Rick and my father watching Jurassic Park, and I was
That's
upset.
Trust me when I say you were missing that.
No.
I was 5. I was missing
Because-
my whole life.
I don't know if they could do much with it because it's the same thing every time. I mean, the first movie was good.
Yeah.
But the second and third one is the same thing. Stupid people go on island. Oh, we found dinosaurs. Let's go mess with them. And they think it's a good idea. They're like, oh, none of them are dangerous. And all of a sudden, Velociraptor just jumps in.
What I find
Velociraptor.
funny is that the characters from the first one are stupid enough to go back.
We all almost got killed. Let's go back. Yeah,
I
just
do it again, you guys. That's a good idea.
I'm pretty sure they touch on that. Like, there's a whole couple of scenes where I think one of the characters trying to convince everyone it's a terrible idea or something.
Yeah.
But they're being
they
like
do.
paid exorbitant like amounts of money or something.
It just, I find it kind of ridiculous. The whole. I watched 2, and that honestly was the one of the worst 2.5 hours I've ever.
Oh, yeah,
seen.
yeah.
It was awful.
Life, money.
Two was terrible.
Life, money.
But I would watch 3 again, just because.
I have yet to watch 3. I watched 1 and 2, and I stopped after 2.
I think 3 was alright.
Step in the right direction.
So 4 could be good, you know. Put Liam Neeson in there.
Yeah, there you go.
Liam Neeson, he's just gonna be punching the dinosaurs to death.
I don't know who you are or what you want, but I will find you.
And I'll make you extinct.
You do realize you're talking to a dinosaur on the other end of the line. Okay, well, guys, Liam Neeson's gonna come kill us all.
Oh, Liam Neeson. What really happened to the dinosaurs? One of them took his daughter, and well,
What if
no said.
What if Liam Neeson is the next Chuck Norris, like the Chuck Norris for the next generation?
Well,
After
I mean-
Chuck Norris is like,
I don't know if he'll be. No offense, Mr. Neeson, but I should never.
This next generation
But,
doesn't even really know who Chuck Norris is.
Yeah.
Like,
They really
they
don't.
tell the Chuck Norris jokes, but they have no clue who Chuck Norris even
He's
is.
like, Chuck Norris is,
Great.
yeah, I love his movie.
Die Hard.
So,
Oh, you mean Chuck Norris from the jokes? And I'm like, no.
No, Chuck
real
Norris
Chuck
from
Norris.
Chuck Norris,
Texas
Walker,
Ranger.
Texas
Yeah,
Ranger.
Walker,
Walker
Texas
Texas Ranger, I love that show. It's just like, I'm Chuck Norris, and slow motion roundhouse kicks, and that's all you really need.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. I mean, I watched like the first episode. It was pretty good actually because it was the kind of thing, just cool, like Western walks in, kind of all cool. Guys start beating him. First thing he does, like the perfect roundhouse kick right into the guy's jaw and just spins his head around kind of thing. Not really, but,
Was it an hour worth?
I mean, it's beautiful. He's just sitting there and all of a sudden he's
Like about them roundhouse kicks.
Have any of you guys watched Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Come on.
That's really,
It
really.
sounds so familiar.
I know
It's got
what
the
you're
crazy
talking
rabbit, and he goes nuts, and he has a really hot girlfriend.
about. So, what do you think the movie's about? Just from the name.
It was the only time that Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny have ever been on screen together. Come on. No?
No.
Well, that's it. I got nothing.
Sorry.
there was a movie. It was. It's gonna be like the first film that Mickey Mouse has been in like however many years, like years and years and years. And it's gonna be him and Roger Rabbit called The Stooge. It's about Toontown, that sort of thing. It's not a direct sequel to Who Framed Roger Rabbit. For those of you who've seen it, it's an awesome movie. But apparently I'm in a room with a bunch of people who don't watch anything, and it's just me who knows what I'm talking about, and all you people are just...
We're just,
We're just here to be safe.
we're back.
Don't belittle us, Dylan. Oh.
Just because.
I actually thought about doing that for a minute.
What, eating it?
Yeah.
Have you put it in your mouth yet?
Ethan,
I
this is
remember
your chance to
Dory.
redeem yourself.
Oh,
Go.
it's wet. Why is it wet?
My hands are sweaty.
Well, there goes
There
all
I was
that.
about to eat it too.
There went your entertainment.
There goes all that internet money.
Because we're earning so much from this.
Send us money.
No.
He's like, I'm broke. Send me money. Your contributions will get you nothing. I just want your cash.
None of us. Well, maybe one of us can legally ask, but Ethan.
Legally? Wait, are you talking about me?
If this is.
Like,
Not-
you
never
have to
mind.
be a legal adult to ask.
Yeah, you have to be 18 to solicit money on the internet.
What? I mean, don't send me money.
I've got 6 months.
There was some rule like that.
I've
I
got 6
remember that
months.
from iCarly.
Mama.
You can ask for
iCarly. I think
Yeah,
iCarly has a little bit better standards than we do.
Yeah.
What with the full-on camera crew and the good writing and I don't make it. I'm glad that show's done. It took way too long for that to end.
Is it
What happened
ending?
at the
Or
end?
is it over?
Yeah, it's over.
Batman kills him.
Something along the lines of her dad shows up, who's apparently never been there the whole time, and
He was
Where was
a
he?
soldier
yeah,
in a submarine.
soldier, and he shows
He
up,
was in
and he's
Alaska
like, "I'm
the whole
moving
time."
to Italy," and she's like, "I don't want to," and he's like, I hadn't watched it. I looked up the Wikipedia thing because it was
like you're
semi.
back.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
that's better
Everyone hasn't
than
watched
watching
it.
Yeah, because
Sure.
it's better than watching it. No offense to the actors, they've done a phenomenal job with whatever jobs they've been doing.
I
There's some
honestly-
good parts, Ty.
Honestly, when I watched that, I watched it
Brother.
for Spencer, and that was it. He was so cool.
But
He's getting his own show. Listen, guys.
wait, is it really?
Yes, you guys remember the Amanda Show, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Amanda Bynes and then Drake and Josh were on that show,
Right.
and then they got their own show, and then what's her face? Who
Brandon
plays like
Cosgrove.
She got
Brandon Cosgrove.
Brandon
she gets her own
Cosgrove.
show. Spencer, he was on Drake and Josh, and he was on iCarly, and now he's getting his own show. That little kid that he stars with on his new show, that kid's gonna get his own show.
Okay,
Well,
you
thanks
guys
for
want to hear
the
something really, really strange?
Sure.
Really strange.
Eat it.
So on Disney Channel they had Hannah Montana. I only know this because I had a really younger sibling that used to watch it, and they had the brother who played the brother of,
Rico or
Miley or whatever her name was.
Yeah.
That guy.
Jackson? I hate
Jackson.
myself
Okay.
for knowing
Okay.
that.
So you know who that is.
I do know this.
Guess how old he is.
Like
Really?
30?
He's like in 40. He's like
I know
40
that.
something.
That's amazing.
Wait, he's like really old compared to all the kids that he works with.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn.
I mean, he got his own show and everything on the Disney Channel, and I just find it really funny that he's like.
Oh my gosh.
He was like 30 something when he got on the show playing the younger brother or whatever. So I think that's right. I'm not sure.
You'll
No,
know
it's
definitely right. You'll know we found that out
float.
one day and it's kind of scary.
How weird is
That's
that?
funny.
You'll know.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, wait, hold on. For everyone listening, Adam, say belly.
Belly. I don't know.
I don't understand what you're getting
This
at.
is
It
some
doesn't sound
remnant
funny.
of last night where Ethan thought it was so amusing every time I said belly.
Why is it?
I'd show you pictures, but I've already wasted my armada of pictures there.
Say it again.
No,
Stop it.
we're not continuing this. This is stopping right now.
Let me look. I don't see it.
Alright, hurry up, time's wasting. Go.
Jason Earls played. Wow, Jackson. Yeah, you were right.
I hate myself.
That's
y'all.
okay.
It's okay.
Okay,
I
I was
just
wrong.
didn't
He's
say.
not 40. He's 35.
Oh,
So
that makes it
He's still equally creepy.
Y'all know
How does
Flo?
that make him creepy?
You're on a show with a bunch of 12 and 14
It's
year
just
olds.
like, did he never mature, like ever, like emotionally?
I don't know. His first.
well, I'm mature, Joy.
He got.
If he could, like, how's that any creepier than, you know, say the girl that plays, what's her name? Like, you know, actors who are like in their 20s playing teenagers. How's that?
Like,
That's
I think,
true,
I think the new Amazing Spider-Man, I think he's in his 20s or 30s. And he's supposed to be in high school.
To the internet.
Like,
And
in The Walking
like
Dead.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Ferris was in his 20s or
Yeah.
25-ish.
It's not creepy.
Matthew Broderick, not Ferris, thank you.
Whatever.
I don't know.
Whatever.
there's this man in
Sorry, Lori,
town that I
he's
see
pretty
around town, and he looks just like an older version of Cameron. It is so strange, y'all. Like, I see him at Chick-fil-A whenever I go there. Huh? You were looking, Amazing Spider-Man.
Okay.
Well, I know you're probably
So out of it, Dylan.
So tired.
Lizzie McGuire with Hilary Duff.
I
Or
knew
was
the one
like
with
in
the
his
curly
20s, I
hair.
think. He was just a little bit too
I
old.
think I came pretty close to spelling that right.
Me.
Amazing. Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
pretty close.
I was getting there.
But like in The Walking Dead, there's this one actress who plays like the youngest daughter of the farmer. Gosh, I'm so tired. Like I literally watch The Walking Dead like every day, and I can't remember any of the characters' names right now.
There's the Asian. Wow.
The Asian.
You're tired too.
I'm tired.
But anyway,
Everyone's tired.
I give up.
the
They
character's
tie
supposed to be like
American.
the character's supposed to be like 15 or younger.
Who
you talking
about?
It's the blonde-haired little girl on the
Is that
Walking.
this
You
suicide-
haven't been
Oh,
watching.
yeah.
Is that,
I don't know
is that
her
the
name.
suicidal one?
Yes.
I don't
She's like she was on
I
Talking
hate her
Dead.
character.
The post, huh?
I hate her character. The one that ends up like trying to kill herself, and then Dale saves her from
she's-
herself.
The Dale?
You need to watch season 3, Dylan. Season 3.
I can't even get
You
through
may-
season 2, so
You got to, man.
I-
why?
Really good.
They found out the zombies were in the barn, and that's it. That's all I needed.
No,
That was it. There's nothing else after
She
that
said
that could
she
be possibly
has
interesting.
Oh my
He
god.
is-
We're all.
You are so close-minded, you
He's
fool.
30. Andrew
She's
Garfield
she has
is. They're not paying attention.
That's okay.
It's okay.
Just talking about girls.
Andrew Garfield is 29.
Yeah, so he's almost 30.
That's the Spider-Man?
I was like, dang it. But
No,
then
I
I
don't
looked
know.
at pictures of him, like, on red carpet and stuff when he's not in teenager makeup.
Yeah.
He's like,
Homely?
yeah.
I
Well,
love to
Emma
watch
Stone makes
Walking-
more
I want a recording of that sound Joy just made.
Do me a favor, Adam. No one spoil any third season of Walking Dead for me. I have not seen one bit.
As it turns out,
I
they
think
all
that's-
I sat there and watched half
I mean,
the season.
half of it. I mean, I haven't seen any half of the most recent since
Yeah.
February.
I just don't care anymore. You know they're all gonna end up dead. You know they're gonna all
Shut
end
up.
dead.
Shut up,
They're
Dylan.
all gonna end up
There's
dead.
a small baby. Are you saying that baby should die, Dylan?
Yeah.
I never said they should die, I said they're gonna end up dead. Think about it. Think of any zombie movie other than Shaun of the Dead, where it ends up okay.
I'm about to stab your eye out with my flipping glasses, because it's ironic.
Your glasses are not flipping. There's no flipping.
They might be flipping.
They just flipped.
They just flipped. That was amazing.
Other than Zombieland and Shaun of the Dead, what movies end up well?
Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, but it's a book. Yay.
Well,
You
it
know,
counts, I guess.
Or
If you watch the beginning of season 3, you can see they get into a position where they can establish a life, Dylan. So stop being so dang cynical.
I can be as cynical as I want.
It's my show. It's my
I just
I'm sorry, guys. We're all tired.
I do think
Promise
that
yesterday.
what's gonna happen is Andrew Lincoln's character is gonna die. Everybody's gonna pitch a fit, and then they're gonna be over it. Why? Because everyone else is gonna end up.
No, it's if they kill off Daryl, Norman Reedus'
Oh yeah, they love him, and they're
Yeah.
gonna do it too. You know that's gonna happen. So
If they ever kill off Daryl,
they're gonna kill Daryl. You know they will. They kill the most popular.
Don't say
character.
that.
They kill the most popular characters.
there was this moment when never mind. I'm not gonna spoil the show.
Yay.
Anyway, I'm gonna finish my thought from earlier because to help establish the whole older actor thing, she's like supposed to play like a preteen in the show, and she looks like a preteen, but she's like 27. So
who are you talking about?
The blonde kid.
It's
Oh yeah.
Herschel. Herschel is the farmer. It's Herschel's youngest daughter.
She's
not blonde. You said blonde.
Yeah, she's blonde. Yeah, there's the blonde chick who's like, I need you to die with me.
I don't think Dylan got to that part. I don't know.
Oh. She was depressing and I hated her. And she, what do you mean she was a preteen?
She looks like a preteen. Good. Anyway,
and honestly, on the show, I thought she was like an adult living with
Ladies
her
and
parents.
gentlemen, this has become the Talking Dead.
the Talking Dead.
Anyways,
And not shutting up
I felt like the whole thing is kind of I'm very critical of The Walking Dead.
We've noticed.
Just like
This
I'm
is my
critical.
favorite.
Really?
Just like I'm
Shocker.
critical of Oz, the Great and Powerful, which none of you have seen. We're gonna spoil the crap out of it anyway. Just kidding.
Don't do.
I'm not gonna do that.
I might
for
see
you.
it later this afternoon.
It is visually impressive. Honestly, I was blown away by how great it looks. If I ever have to hear the word wizard ever again,
A wizard is never big.
you're the wizard. You're the wizard. You're the wizard. You can save us. Shut up.
So
Wizard way.
during the next Hobbit movie, Dylan's just gonna like cringe every time.
Honestly, I said this comment earlier and I stand by it. The Harry Potter franchise, all 8 movies, they said wizard less than they did in the 2 hours that I went and saw this
Doesn't
movie.
The Hobbit come out on
DVD or
Tuesday?
coming out
This Tuesday?
shortly.
I think so, on
Yeah.
the 19th.
Yeah, it's very.
Let's skip class.
We're
you
going
guys.
on an adventure.
Shut up and take my money.
Ethan, Adam, we're
I'm-
not, and
I'm
Megan,
waiting for
we're
the
not
box
going to class on Tuesday.
We're gonna get
We're just
some
gonna go
money.
see.
I'm waiting for the box set. I'm waiting for the box set. I'm gonna wait for all the movies to come out. I'm
You
gonna
have to get
get the selected thing. 'Cause there's
Extended
no
version.
point if you spend $20 on this version, $20 on this version, $20 on this
Yeah.
version. You get for the box set, you're gonna get all the extra special features.
I literally got the box set of the Dark Knight trilogy for $30 at Walmart. So like, really.
So, you mean that
Beautiful.
it's the first edition of The Hobbit is coming out on DVD?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that you meant that the next installment was coming out. I'm like, oh, you guys are really,
You got
and
it.
I was really confused because I was like, why have I not heard about this?
You
I thought
got
it
it.
wasn't coming out until
You
much
got
later.
like 2 or 3 years before the whole thing's over with. We're gonna be.
I
You're gonna
reject
be
your
in college
reality.
for a while.
Don't talk about that.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm just mad that with this, with Hobbit, and what was the other thing? The thing that's keeping that. Yes, Star Trek. We have to wait like an extra year for the 3rd season of Sherlock.
Yeah.
Like I am.
That's
I
the
am,
other bit of news. They already confirmed they're doing season 4.
Yeah.
Like,
Yay!
yeah, I'm like spitting acid right now. I want that season so badly.
You'll get it.
Finally
You'll
watched
get
it.
it.
We edited out the acid, you know,
Yeah.
because we could,
Because I can clearly, do anything except for put titles up.
because it impeded my
Put
face.
funny little,
Pictures.
While we're talking about new movies coming out, I saw a trailer. Did any of you guys see Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
Yes.
There's a number 2 coming out.
Oh.
And it looks amazing.
Wait, it does?
Mr. T coming back.
He was like the movie favorite. Like, honestly, that was everyone's favorite character.
You're
Like,
Apparently,
a shenanigan.
I love it. My favorite character.
Speaking of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs,
The weather is beautiful.
it is time to call it. We are at the end of this episode.
Wait, how did that relate?
I don't even.
What was that segue?
That's
you just
like,
did?
well, is he channeling my analogies?
Yep.
What?
What?
I'm
He's
slowly
tired, he's
becoming
vulnerable.
you.
No.
I told you.
No,
Don't
quiet,
do it.
Ethan.
Adam, he's
Your
the smart
theories
one.
have no founding in reality.
Well,
I don't want you to be
it is time to
That
call it.
hippo
We thank
right
you
there.
so much for tuning in. Anytime that Ethan talks from this point on, I'm literally just gonna,
bleep him.
bleep him out.
You son of a.
So now that he's not talking anymore, welcome. Thank you for joining us on the podcast. We hope you had a grand time. That's disgusting. We're gonna call it. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen, or morning, or wherever the heck you are. They're in Tokyo. They're enjoying anime at this point.
Racist.
Always enjoying anime.